All right, goats, welcome to our first workout series. We're gonna start with our 5-minute warm-up segment. All right, you can, if you have a jump rope, you're gonna jump rope for 1 minute. If you don't have a jump rope, you can modify and you can do jumping jacks. All right, so the next thing in our workout series, our warm-up, is 20 butt kicks. All right, Riley and Kenzie are gonna go ahead and demonstrate. All right, go. You wanna get those knees up, you wanna be kicking yourself in the butt. All right, you want to make sure you're doing 20 of them. All right, and then you're going to go right into high knees. All right, 20 high knees, make sure you're driving your knees up. All right, next you're going to go right into Frankensteins. All right, kind of exactly how they sound. All right, getting yourself stretched up. This is a way to do some dynamic stretching. These take a little bit longer, but it's important that you're focusing on good form, trying to get your leg as high as you can. You want to do 20 of these. Next thing in our warm-up series is 20 lunges with a twist. So you're focusing on good, working on that core as well. All right, lunge, twist, good. All right, you can see Riley is 13, Mackenzie is 10. All right, and both are able to do these pretty easily, all right, to get warmed up. I'm gonna try to touch that, get that knee as low as you can. All right, really try to twist in that torso. So the next part of our workout is our dribble series. So first we're gonna work on our quick cross, all right, staying low, all right, and making sure that our offhand is active. So it's gonna be 2 pound dribbles into a crossover. When you cross over, you have to tap the cone with your offhand. Keeping your eyes up, good. Trying to do it as quickly as you can. All right, that's all right, that's what we're out here for. Go on to cross. After you do that first series for about 1 minute, all right, you'll do the same series, all right, for another minute, but this time you're gonna cross over between the legs. Again, making sure that your cross is low and controlled and making sure you're keeping your offhand active. So this next part of our dribble series is the figure 8 around the cones. All right, you'll do this for 1 minute. Right hand, right cone, left hand, left cone. All right, as much as you can, keeping your eyes up and keeping your dribble. And the final part of our dribble series is gonna be some stationary ball handling to work on our hand control. So we're gonna start with just figure 8 between the legs. All right, no dribble. All right, working on speed, working on control. All right, working on keeping our head up. All right, bending our knees. All right, bending at our knees, not at our waist. There you go. All right, the next part of our series is going to be, again, staying stationary, but working on our hand and control. So we're going to go around one leg with the right hand. All right, you'll do the same thing with the left hand. All right, keeping the dribble low. All right, feeding it through, kind of staying all in one hand to start. There you go. So this is something you can do with both hands. All right, and then eventually you can add in the figure 8s. You should do 1 minute with each leg, and then 1 minute where you're doing the full figure 8. All right, Riley, switch legs. So this would be with our left hand. Again, if your left hand is your non-dominant hand, that should be a hand that maybe you work a little bit more throughout each of the. All right, so next we're going into our layup series. So first we're gonna start with the Mikan drill. All right, this is something, again, you'll want to do for 1 minute, focusing on taking the ball right out of the net. All right, going right up with it. All right, take it out of the net. All right, focusing on driving yourself up towards the rim. All right, something you'll do for 1 minute. Next is our 2-ball Mikan drill. All right, this is great for, again, focusing on the finish, working that offhand. All right, and it's great for post players too to get that body control. You want to make sure you're catching it and shooting it with the same hand each time. All right. Next in our dribble series is going to be our right and left-handed runners down the lane. All right, focusing on a point where you can cross over in front of your defense. You can see here we have the cones. All right, so if we start, we're going to go ahead. All right, cross over hard in front of the cones. All right, we're looking to do like a runner down the lane. Again, deciding whether or not you're going to use the backboard is important. All right, whenever we start our shooting workouts, we always want to make sure that we start with our 1, 2, 3 form shooting. So we want to put the ball out in front of us in one hand, almost as if we're putting it on a platter. All right, that's our first movement. That's 1. All right, 2 is when we're going to bring it back up, all right, into our shooting position. All right, 3 is when we're going to bend our knees, all right, and work on our follow through. All right, again, making sure that we're holding our follow through like you're reaching into a cookie jar. All right, waving goodbye to the ball. All right, making sure that as you're doing it, all right, you get into that 1, 2, 3 motion. All right, and making sure that the ball's not resting too closely on your palm. All right, you should be able to see a little bit of a gap, all right, between the ball, all right, and your palm. All right, every time resetting. All right, notice our guide hand is not involved. All right, we're just working on that good form. 1, 2, 3. All right, and making sure that we do at least 10 to 15 reps in each spot before we take a step back. All right, and doing this till we pretty much get all the way to the foul line. All right, and again, as we go out further, all right, making sure that we continue to keep our form consistent, all right, and create that muscle memory, all right, with our shooting hand. First up on our shooting series is going to be our step back jumper. So we're going to attack hard. We're going to use a rip step, all right, attack hard at a cone, all right, use our dribble to take us somewhere and go right into a step back jump shot. Next up in our shooting series is going to be our elbow to elbow jumpers. All right, working on form, staying with our shot, holding our follow through, but getting to the next spot quickly, all right, and showing our hands where we want to catch and shoot. All right, having a rebounder is nice. All right, gets the ball out to you. Catch hands ready. All right. This next part in our shooting series is going to be our cone tap shooting. All right, this is a great way to incorporate your mid-range jumper as well as some conditioning built in. So you'll have 3 cones on the court. All right, you can see we have one at about the first hash mark, all right, and one at the top of the 3-point line. All right, we're going to have a rebounder as well. She's going to catch ready to shoot at the first cone. All right, she shoots. All right, once she shoots it, she's immediately going and tapping that cone, all right, and getting to the next cone, showing her hands. You're doing these different shooting drills. Make sure that between each of the drills, especially when you're tired, all right, you shoot 2 foul shots each. All right. All right, focusing on making sure you're using the same repetition each time. All right, same form. All right, focusing on our finish. Always want to be able to shoot foul shots when you're tired. For all my post players out there, this is just a different post series of moves that you could do when you're practicing your moves on the low block. All right, the first one is just our up and under. All right, we do a drop step to the inside. All right. All right, do it again. All right, catch, receive. We use a ball fake. All right, rip it under. All right, and we finish. The next thing we can do is our inside drop step, all right, into our baby hook. All right, make sure all these moves you're doing them from each side. All right, do it again. All right, drop step to the inside. All right, one more time. All right, next thing we want to make sure that we're doing, all right, is our catch. All right, so if you catch it, all right, our fadeaway jumper. So we got a pivot, all right, and then we're gonna fade away, shot. All right, one more time. All right, do this one off a pass if you can. If not, you can always spin it to yourself. All right, catch. All right, jumper. All right, little fadeaway jumper. So we have our post move series. All right, again, our up and under. So spin it to yourself if you need to. If you don't have a passer, you catch. All right, ball fake. Good, rip it, finish. All right, our spin it to ourselves. All right, inside pivot. All right, baby hook. Good. And then last, we have our fadeaway jumper, turn face. All right, shot. All right, so this is something you can do, all right, on each side, all right, making sure you're working both hands. All right, last we can end with a little bit of conditioning and footwork. If you don't have access to a ladder, you can always, if you have sidewalk chalk, all right, you could draw something similar on the sidewalk or on your basketball court in order to kind of mimic the ladder. All right, anything with those lines will work. First time through, you're just gonna work on quick feet. All right, so you're going as quickly as you can through 2 feet in, 2 feet in. All right, working on keeping your hands and feet going. All right, using your arms, all right, to help you go through quicker. All right, back through again. All right, you want to go through each one, all right, 3 times as quickly as you can. All right, again, using your arms, all right, to try to get that momentum. All right, the next one that we're going to do is going to be something we call the Iggy Shuffle, all right, where you're going 2 in, 2 out. All right, again, as quickly as you can. All right, using your arms, all right, to help you get momentum. All right, working on quick feet. All right, 2 in, 2 out, 2 in, 2 out. All right, you can see that this is definitely something, all right, that all ages can do. All right, the next one we can do, all right, where you're facing, all right, towards the ladder itself, and you're gonna go 2 feet in, all right, and out, all right, and you're gonna work on, again, that footwork, all right, 2 in, 2 out, all right, again, using your arms, all right, to help give you that momentum and that speed, really working on getting your feet going quick, all right, in and out of those ladders. All right, the next thing you can do is almost like little broad jumps where you're doing quick jumps in each of the squares. All right, really trying to elevate, all right, and get some height on each jump, but also working on your speed and quickness. All right, yeah, almost like a pogo jump. All right, trying to explode up, bending your knees, using your arms again. Use your arms, all right, for momentum. All right, in and out. The last thing we're going to do is work on a little bit of core. All right, so we're going to get down in a plank, all right, where we're down on all fours, all right, and we're going to work on our shoulder taps with our plank. All right, so if we're down in our plank position, all right, we're going to work on our shoulder taps. All right, again, something that's going to work on our core, all right, keeping our butt down, all right, and tapping our shoulders. All right, doing this for 1 minute. Hopefully you liked your first training video from the goats. We're going to do everything we can to keep a ball in your hand over these next couple weeks. Hopefully we'll have you guys back on the court sooner rather than later, but in the meantime, we're going to keep sending you these videos and posting them on our YouTube channel as well. Go Goats.